Doctor, you can start now.
Namaste all. Today we are here with another topic, Vada Vyadhi Chikitsa. Before going to the treatment aspects of Vada Vyadhi, we should definitely know the importance of Vada Vyadhi. Usually, there is a common saying in between Ayurveda doctors that Ayurveda doctors' bread and butter is Vada Vyadhi Chikitsa. But it's not truth in a real sense nowadays, because all other diseases are patients are coming to Ayurvedic physicians for treatment. But still, many of the cases in our general OPD, we have to go with Vata Vyadhi Chikitsa. That is why it's very important in the clinical practice. While considering the Vata dosha, we know Vata is the very important among Tridosha. Vata constitute all the functional activities or are responsible for all the movements, transformation, or transport of materials. Everything is under the power or under the activity of Vata. All the good and bad things happening in our life or even in the world, in Prakriti and also in our Sharira, are due to the actions of Vata. In Vadavyadi Nidana, Ashtanga Hridaya says, Sarva Ardha Anartha Karane Vishwasya Eka Karanam Adushta Dushta Pavanaha. Adushta or Dushta Pavana are the sole responsible factor for Sarva Artha Anartha, the good or bad happening in the world. It is responsible. Vata is responsible for that. Sharirasya Visheshataha, especially for Sharira. As we know, on the basis of Prakriti Purusha Samya, Purusha is the miniature of Prakriti. So whatever Vata is responsible in Prakriti, similar way Vata is responsible for all the same things in Sharira also. Vata is considered even as the god or creator or destroyer, everything. Creation, maintenance, and samharana, that is destroying. All these are the responsibility attributed to Vata by Ashtanga Hridaya. Vishwakarma, Vishwatma, Vishwarupa, Prajapati, Srashta, Dhada, Vibhur, Vishnu, Samharta, Mrityurantakaha. These are the names or the terms given for Vata. That is, Vata is responsible for the life, for the existence of life, and even death. All these are due to the Vata. So, in a normal life, we have to maintain Vata in a proper way. We have to maintain Vata in a proper way. Doctor, is it audible?
Yeah, it's audible now.
Visible also? Slides?
The
Okay.
first slide only.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Okay, thank you. So, by knowing the importance, we have to maintain Vada in a proper way, because this maintaining the Vada is equal to maintaining the life healthily. So, that much important is given to Vada. As we know, all the diseases, whatever the diseases, will be caused by Tridosha. Among Tridosha, Vata is having a prime role in the causative factor or the causing the diseases. In the treatment aspect also, we have to consider Vata because Vata is considered as having Chalaguna. All other doshas are considered as Pangu, lame. They cannot move. if doshas want to move from one place to another for a functional aspect, there need to be the function of vada in a proper way. So by saying this, we can directly move on to the vada vyadi. We will see in this class kevala vada vyadi chikitsa, with that some nidana part of vada vyadi, how it causes, and ashayagata vada and its chikitsa, dhadugata vada and its chikitsa, and some named diseases in vada vyadi, some named diseases in vada vyadi and their chikitsa will be discussed in this class. And the next class we will discuss about the formulations and some other therapeutic methods used in vada vyadi and modern aspects of each and every diseases we discussed in this class. Usually in modern, all the locomotor disorders, neurological disorders, degenerative joint disorders, commonly arthritis, these are comes under vata vyadi in general. But if we consider in deep, so many diseases, even they are not named properly, they can be included under vata vyadi. But mainly neurological and locomotor we consider, joint disorders and neurological disorders we consider under vata vyadi chikitsa. There are different aspects of vata vyadi. Gata vata is mentioned. We will discuss in the later slides. Gata vata, amashe gata, pakvashe gata vata, hridaya gata vata. This kind of gata vata denotes or indicates some diseases in different systems other than locomotor system and neurological system, that we will discuss in the coming slides. And also in while discussing the modern diseases, we can see how to understand or how to interpret the diseases, different modern diseases or named or understood in the modern aspects. How can we interpret in terms of vata vyadi? We will see that in the next class. Here we can move directly to the vata vyadi nidana. धातुक्षेकरैर् वायु कुप्यत्यधि निषेवितैः चरन् स्रोतसुरिक्तेषु भृशं तान्येव पूरयन् तेभ्यो अन्यदोषपूर्णेभ्यः प्राप्य वा आवरणं बलि. This is nidana samprapti in short about vata vyadi. All the factors, ahara or vihara, which vitiate vata, that can be all ahara vihara which can vitiate vata, will cause vata vyadi. Vata get aggravated due to excessive work, excess vyayama, vyavaya, etc. Less intake of food like fasting, abnormally doing fasting, and starvation, etc. Or due to the intake of food materials which are not nourishing, that is tekshnahara, rukshahara. That kind of food, if we are taking excessively, that also can cause vata vyadi. Here in this nidana samprapti, we can understand that there are two kinds of nidana samprapti. One is dhadukshaya. Dhadukshayakarir vayu kupyatyad nishevidaihi. Vata vruddhikara ahara vihara. If we perform or if we take in large, in continuously or in a sufficiently large quantity, dhadukshaya will occur. That dhadukshaya will cause vata vyadi, vata vritti, and thereby vata vyadi. Another thing is that because of the rikta srotas, that is the vacant srotas will be filled by vata, vitiated vata. That is normal dhatu or dhatu amsha in the srotas will be replaced with the vata. Vata will get lodged into the srotas, and there will be avarana of other doshas or dhadus around the vata. This vata will get stuck into the dhadu or into the other dosha. So srotas will be vacant, and vacant srodhas will be filled with vata, and that vata will be trapped with the other dosha or dhatu. We can imagine, but in clinically, this is not as we imagine. This is very severe. Such kind of avarana is very severe and very difficult to understand also. By these words, we can imagine a lot, but in the clinical practice, it's very difficult to understand and identify. So, avarana and dhadukshaya. In short, avarana and dhadukshaya are the two causes of vadavritti, wherein avarana, how avarana is happening, this vada get vitiated or increased and get lodged into the srodhases where it is vacant, and there other dosha or dhatu get covered or obstruct the vada dosha, and thereby vada vritti is happening and vada vyadhi is happening. Why these two nidana samprapti mentioned in deeply? Because these two are to be identified and treated differently. That is, the treatment of dhatu kshaya vadavritti and the treatment of avaranajanya vadavritti are extremely different. It's very different from one another. So if you do the treatment of dhatu kshaya vada in case of avarana, you will not get result. If you do the treatment of dhadukshaya in avarana or avarana janya vada, dhadukshaya treatment, if you are giving, it may not give result, and what it can also cause the adverse effects. Unexpected effects can also be occurred if you are not properly diagnosed dhadukshaya and treated well. So for a clinician, for a person of Kaya Chikitsa, it is very important to understand whatever the disease vata vyadhi occur or come across you to your OP or to some the patient come with the same some vata vyadhi, you need to diagnose very well whether it is dhadukshayakara or avaranajanya. So that is why I included in the nidana. By moving to the general chikitsa, kevalam nirupastambam ado snehe rupachare. Kevalam nirupastambam ado snehe rupachare. Vayum sarpir vasamajja tailapaner naram tataha. Snehaklantam samashwasya payobhir snehayet puna. Yushair gramya udaga anupa. Raserva sneha samyutaihi. Payasehi krisarehi sa amla levanehi sa anuvasanehi. Navane tarpaneschanni susnigde swedayet tataha. Swabhyaktam sneha samyuktehi sankaratye puna puna. This is the general treatment principle of vata vyadhi. This is very important treatment principle. Whatever the named or unnamed disease you come across, this is the main principle, or majority of cases can be treated on the basis of this principle. Kevalam nirupastambam adau snehe rupachare. In Samprapti, we have seen that dhadukshaya and avarana are the two causes. In avarana, not only vata, other dosha or other dhatu is affected or getting covered. Vata is getting covered by other dosha or dhatu. There you cannot go with sneha directly. But dhadukshekara and kevalavadika, dhadukshekara, kevalavadika, kevalam nirupastambam adau snehe rupachare. You can treat with snehana. Vayu sarpir vasamajja tailapaner naram tadaha. Snehana can be done with sarpir, vasa, majja, taila, etc. All the any of this snehana dravya can be used, or the mixture of this sneha dravya can be used if Agni Bala of the patient is very good. So this is the first treatment, first line of treatment in Kevala Vadika. Kevala Vadika is Vata is not associated with any of the other dosha. Okay, Sneha Klantam Samashwastya Payobi Snehet Puna. Sneha Klanta, if you are giving continuously Snehana, the patient will get tired with the snehana. The snehana will be making the patient klanta. So that's snehana. If the patient is getting tired with the excess snehana, you have to give a rest for the patient. Sneha klantam samashwasya payobi snehetuna. Give a rest and consolation to be given. Later, payobi snehetuna. You can give snehana, but with the mild snehadravya like payas, Yusha, Gramya Udaga Anupa Mamsarasa, etc. Or Sneha Samyukta Ahara. This can be given. Samla Salavana can be given for easily absorption and easily digestion. It is mentioned because once the sneha is given and that patient will be the snehana in the body will be increased or might be increased. Later, Sneha Klanda, patient will attain Sneha Klanda. Then after that, we have to administer Sneha Dravya in a mild form after giving a reassurance and all. This is the treatment principle. Then later, we can give Anuvasana, Navana, Tarpana, Anne Tarpana, Anna having Tarpana property, Susnigdam Swede Tadaha. Sneha Sweda can be given. Swabhyaktam, Sneha Samyuktam, Sangaradhi Punapuna. Sangaradhi Swedana. Swedana mentioned in the Sneha Sweda Prayoga mentioned in different contexts can be used. Swedana mentioned in the Sutrasthana can be different methods of Swedana depending upon the person's strength and disease strength. You can give Sangaradhi Punapuna. In short, the treatment of Vatavyadi is Sneha and Sweda. Both internal Snehana and external Snehana to be given, and external Swedana should be given for a Vatavyadi. This is the main treatment principle of Vatavyadi. You cannot treat Vatavyadi without giving any Snehadravya, internal and external. As we know, the patient will come to us asking for some oil for external application if they are having any kind of joint pain. They themselves will diagnose as having vata. They will say, I am having some vata, disease of vata. You please give me some oil for external application. They themselves find relief by applying oil. That is why completely in vata vyadi, whatever you give treatment, if it is kevala vatika, you have to move on with the sneha prayoga, both internal and external. And swedana. Swedana is very important. Sneha sweda is very important. From the next slides, we will see the importance of sneha sweda, why snehana and swedana are indicated. This is snehana with mahasneha can be given. If the person become weak by drinking this snehana, console the patient, do again snehana with any other preparations like payasa, krisara, ammala lavana mixed with or anuvasana. Anuvasana is a kind of sneha prayoga which absorption also will happen. Navana, a type of nasya, tarpana can be given. This is the importance or benefits of sneha sweda. Snehaktam svinnamangam vakram sabdam savedanam yadheshtamanamayidum sukhamevahi shakyate. Sukhamevahi shakyate. That is the body. If you are if you apply oil in that body which is stabda and vakra, rigid or having deformity or savedana, having pain, yadheshtam anamayidum sukhamevahi shakyate. If you apply oil over that and applies sweda, sedation and oil application, if you give yadheshtam anamayidum, you can manipulate very well. That can be manipulated very well, and after applying the sneha sweda, it can be bent. If it is a joint, the joint movement can be possible. If it is other muscle related or something, that muscle will be very active. So snehakta svinnamangam Vaktram Sabdam Savedanam. If it is deformed or stiff or having pain, if you apply Snehasveda Yadheshtamanamaitam, you can very easily manipulate or bend as you desire. That is the importance of Snehana and Svedana. There is a very important simile mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya that Shushkanyapihi Kasthani Snehasveda Upapadane Chakyam Karmanyadam Nedum Kimu Gatrani Jivadam. If you consider a dried stick or wooden piece, and if you apply oil over that for a repeated and for long time, that wooden stick or rod can be bent without breaking. It can be bent according to our wish. So if it is a non-living, being a non-living object, in that wooden piece or wooden rod, there is no life within. Even Snehasveda can bend, or if Snehasveda can act on the rod, on a wooden rod or a stick, that can be flexible after Snehasveda. Acharya is asking if Kimu Gatrani Jivatam, living body, how much it will be effective. That is, it is really very effective if you apply Snehasveda in a living body, and that can be movable, that can become movable or flexible, or that can be easy to bend and easy to manipulate after Snehasveda. Okay. And next two lines mentioned about the importance or the benefits of Snehasveda. Harsha Toda Rugayama Shobha Stamba Grahadaya Tvinnasyashu Prashamyandi Mardavam Chopajayade. What are the benefits of Svedana? Harsha Toda Rugayama Shobha Stamba Grahadaya Tvinnasya Ashu Prashamyandi Mardavam Chopajayade. You will attain this. You will get relief from the pain, tingling sensation. Harsha here means tingling sensation, pain. Ayama is bending or like that. Shobha, swelling, and graha is stiffness here. Grahadaya Tvinnasya Ashu Prashamyandi. If you apply Sveda, you will relieve from all the above symptoms very suddenly, or this kind of pain will subside very fast, and the body become very soft. Body or body part, whatever you apply Sveda, will become very soft after giving the Svedana. It can be a joint, as I mentioned, or it can be a group of muscle. Wherever you apply Svedana, you will get immediate relief from the pain, and the part will become very soft due to the Sveda procedure. Next is about Snehana. Snehasta dhadun samshushkan pushnatyaashu upayojitaha balam agni balam pushtim pranascha asya abhivarthayet. If you take Snehana, that Snehana will nourish the tissues, nourish your dhatus very quickly, and it will increase the strength of your body and body parts. This Snehana will nourish the body and body parts, and it will strengthen the body very quickly. And also the property of Sneha is balam agni balam pushtim pranastasya abhivartayet. Balam agni balam pushtim. That is the agni, the digestive fire. Digestive fire also will get improved by the Sneha Prayoga, and thereby it will increase the life. Pranastasya abhivarthayet. Prana, that the longevity also will be improved by this Sneha Prayoga. Sneha, that is as we know, even non-living objects like machines or hinges, if we apply oil, and it will last long, and the movement will be very flexible and very easy. Similar way, even in the living body or the living joints or living parts of body. If we apply snehana, that will nourish and that will it cause easy movement and that will increase the longevity. If a person apply before the going to the Shodhana, one more point I would like to add. If a person doing Sneha Sweda very regularly, that person will not get affected by the diseases of Vata. Asakritam punasnehe svedescha pratipadayet यथा स्नेह मृदौ कोष्ठे न तिष्ठत्य अनिलामय स्नेह मृदौ कोष्ठे न तिष्ठत्य अनिलामय वादव्याधि will not stand or Vadavyadhi cannot be existed or Vadavyadhi cannot exist in a person with the Snehamaya Koshta. So always our life, our body should be dominated with Sneha, Snehamaya. It should be Snehamaya. Then there will not be any diseases causing Vada, caused by Vada will occur. यद्येदेन सदोषत्वात् कर्मणा न प्रशाम्यति मृदुभिः स्नेहसंयुक्तैः भेषजैः तं विशोधयेत्. If you are applying this kind of procedures, Sneha Sweda, this kind of procedures, if you are applying, and if you are not getting an expected result, karmana yadyedena sadoshatvat karmana na prasamyati mridubhi sneha samyuktaihi bheshajaitam vishodhayet. Mridu virejana can be given. Mridubhi sneha samyuktaihi. Mridu and sneha samyukta virejana can be done for that patient. If this is does not subside with sneha svedana, you can go with the shodhana procedures. That can be by the medicine having sneha property or sneha samyukta virejana can be given. Mridu virejana can be given. If you are giving ruksha virejana, vata will aggravate. If you are giving virejana other than mridu virejana, adhi yoga of shodhana can also cause vada vritti. So consider this is a vada vyadhi. Considering the nature of vada, you have to select the drug of choice for the virejana. Mridu and sneha samyukta virejana can be given. Kridam tilvaka siddham va sadala siddhameva va. Tilvaka kridam or sadala siddha krida can be given. Another very commonly used prayoga mentioned here is Payascheranda Tailam va pibe dosha haram shivam. Payascheranda Tailam va pibe dosha haram shivam. Payas and Eranda Taila. Eranda Taila along with the milk can be, it's very shivam, that is shrestha or that is very precious medicines or very effective medicine in case of Vadavyadhi for Shodhana. So if we go through or come across the Vadavyadhi Chikitsa, if you want to give a Shodhana, very easily available medicine is Eranda and Shira also available. So Payasya Eranda Tailam, Eranda Taila along with the Payas can be given. Anulomana is mentioned here. Anulomana to be done, that is Pachana and Shodhana is Anulomana. So we have to go for Anulomana therapy. Niruha can be given. Niruha with the Debana Pajana drugs. If patient is unable to tolerate Virejana, can be given with the Niruha can be given. Then Snehana and Svedana should be continued once this Srodas is clear and Agni is proper. So our main aim of treatment is Snehana and Svedana. So in between Snehana and Svedana, if other doshas are aggravated or caused, or any obstructions to the Srodas happen, or Agni seems to be reduced, you have to stop the procedures, Sneha Sweda procedures. Then you can go with the Shodhana. For Shodhana, you have to select Tilyoga Krida, Sadala Siddha Krida, or Erinda Taila with the milk, or Anulomana can be done. If it is not possible, Shodhana is not possible, you can go with the Niruha. And after Niruha, once the patient is achieved, or the Agni is normal, then we have to go for the main treatment what we have mentioned in the Vadavyadi Chikitsa Sneha Sweda to be continued. Next, we will move on to the different type of or the specific site on the basis of site. Vadavyadi is classified as a Gada Vada Gada Vada Chikitsa. We will move on to the Gada Vada Chikitsa. Amashe Gadavada Chikitsa. In Gadavada, we have to see that in Nidanasthana it is mentioned that Amashe Gada, Pakvashe Gadavada, and Indriya Gadavada, and Dhadu Gadavada. This is Ashe Gada and Indriya Gada, Dhadu Gada, etc. Nidanas are mentioned there. In Pakvashe Gadavada, and that is the Lakshana mentioned are Pakvashe Kruddha Shulanaha Andrakoojanam Malarodha Asma Vatma Arsha Trika Prishta Kadigraham Karotyadharakayeja Tamstan Kritshan Upadravan. If you are a practitioner and if you are well versed in Vadavyadi, if you can diagnose all the diseases of Vada or Vadavyadi mentioned here, you will definitely, you might have definitely come across the Ashegadavada, Pakvashegadavada or Amashegadavada. Usually patient will complain of low back pain. We will consider the as a joint disorder or joint pathology, and we will treat. Patient may not get result properly. There we have to go, or we have to understand there are different other causes where Vada Prakopa occur, and the symptoms will manifest in the Trika, Prashta and Kadi Pradesha, that is Pakvashegadavada Vada. So you have to identify properly in the disease. Disease should be identified properly, diagnosed properly, then only we can move to the Chikitsa part. Then according to the disease, we can move for the Chikitsa also. Tatra Pakvashe, as I told Pakvashe, and another in Amasya. Amashe thread Mamadu Shwasa Kasa Vishujiga Kandhoparodham Udgaram Vyadhi Urtham Janabhidaha. Ortho-Nabi Vyadi, or the disease is pain or discomfort above the Nabi will be the symptom of Amashegadavada, and below Nabi will be the symptom of Pakvashegadavada. Karoti Adharakaye Tamstani Krichanupadravan mentioned in the Pakvashegadavada. That is Adharakaya Vyadi. Lower half of the body can be affected, or the symptoms in the lower half of the body can be shown if Vada is vitiated in the Vada localized in the Pakvasya. So it should be very careful. Malarodha, asthma, asmari, malarodham, that constipation, Arsha, Triga, Arshas also can be seen. These kind of diseases are occurred due to the obstruction of Vada or Prakopa of Vada in the Pakvasya. So we have to treat the Vada in the Pakvasya first. Then only we can treat for the disease depending on the symptoms. That is very, very important. In Amashegadavada Chikitsa, here it is mentioned in Amashegadavada Chikitsa, Amashegadevade Vamitaha Pradibhojane Sukhambuna Shadharanam Vajadim va Prayojayet Santushide Agno Parato Vidhi Kevalavadaya. This is the treatment principle mentioned in Amashegadavada. Amashegadevade Vamita Pradibhojane. This is the first time in Vada Vyadi you have seen the Vamana as treatment. Previously we have seen Virejana, we have seen Vasti, Snehana, Snehaprayoga, etc. we have seen. But for the first time we are seeing that Vamana is mentioned as the treatment of Vada Vyadi, that is in the Amashayagata Vada. Why? Because Amashya is the sthana of Kapha. So Kabhasthana, sthana pradhan, sthana vishesha chikitsa should be given. That is Vamana pradibhojana. Vamana should be given pradibhojana. That is the Vada that is Samsarjana krama can be given. Amasya Gadevado, Vamida pradibhojane, Sukhambuna Shadharanam. Shadharana Churna or Vajati Churna can be given along with the lukewarm water. Sukhambuna Shadharanam Vajadimva Prayojit. Sandhushide Agno Parado Vidi Kevalavadigo. Sandhushide Agno. Once Amasya is normal, that is Amasya, the symptoms in the Amasya subsided and the Agni got normal, you can give Parado Vidi Kevalavadiga. Kevalavada Chikitsa can be applied here. Next is Nabhi Pradesha. Nabhi Pradesha Vada Prakopa in Nabhi Pradesha. That we have seen in the Pakvashegada Lakshana, we have seen in Nabhi Pradesha we have to give Malsya processed with the Vilva Saladu. Matsya Nabhi Pradeshaste Siddhan Vilva Saladu Bihi. Vilva, tender fruits of Vilva can be given or processed with the Malsya fish is applicable for the treatment of Vada, which is located in the Nabhi Pradesha. In Pakvasya, one more part is there, Adhonabhi. Adhonabhi, we have to go for Vasti Karmam tu Adhonabhi Shasyiteja Avapidaka. Vasti Karmam tu Adhonabhi. Vasti Karma is the treatment for Adhonabhi, and that can be the Avapidana Sneha. Avapidana Sneha is the, as you know, Avapidana Sneha before and after food. Snehana to be given before and after food. That is Avapidana Sneha. Avapidaka Sneha is get Avapidana. Pidana by Ahara. That's in between food, both before and after food. The Snehana should be given. Avapidana should be done. Avapidaka Sneha is indicated in the Adhonabhi. Above Vasti Karmam to Adhonabhi Shasyateja Avapidana. Next is Koshtagada. Kostage Kshara Churnadya Hita Pachana Deepana. Kostage Kshara Churnadi. Kshara Churnadi Deepana Pachana Prayoga is mentioned in the Koshtagada Vada. In Koshtagada Vada, Deepana Pachana Aushadha to be given. Example given is Kshara Churna. Kostage Kshara Churnadya Hita Pachana Deepana. Mainly Pachana Deepana. The aim of treatment is Pachana and Deepana. Any drugs can be used. The example given is Kshara Churna. So Koshtagada, if Vada, if you find located in the Koshta, that it should be treated with the Deepana Pachana Aushadha, not directly Snehasveda. That is very important. Koshta, Adhonabhi, Koshta and Amashegada, you should not go for Snehana directly. In Amashegada, Vamana Pradibhojana, then Shadharana with Sukhambu, then you can go for Snehasveda. In Koshta also, if it is located Vata Visheshan or Vata located in the Koshta, first you have to move for the Deepana Pachana process. After Deepana and Pachana, then you can, as we said earlier, we can go for Snehasvedana. The Kevala Vada Chikitsa can be done. Next is when the dosha is located in the Hridaya. Kritte Paya Sthira Siddham. Kritte Paya Sthira Siddham. Sthira Siddha Payas. Sthira, Orila and Movila. That is Prishniparni and Shaliparni. Shaliparni and Prishniparni. This Parni Dvaya is the Sthira. Sthira should be used along with the payas or Stira Siddha Paya is mentioned in the disease where Vata is located in the Hridaya. Hriste Paya Stira Siddham. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, not only the joint disorders mentioned in Vada Vyadi, Hritte, Vada Pragopa in Hridaya, that can be any diseases affecting the circulation, obstruction of circulation, or any obstruction towards the heart also, circulation towards the heart also if affected. Cardiac muscles are if not working properly, the movement of pumping movement are not properly working. Such kind of symptoms can be seen in Hridayagata Vada. So that we need to understand. Not only the joint disorders, we need to understand some other systemic diseases are also included in Vadavyadi as mentioned earlier. So Hriste Stira Payas Stira Siddham Stira Siddha Payas is indicated, and Shirovasti Shirogade Shirovasti Shirogade Snaihigam Navanam Dhuma Srotradinam cha Tarpanam. Shirogada, if Vata is vitiated in the Shiras. In the Shiras means not only the brain or the head. It can be included Indriyas also can be included in the Shiras. Srotradi Indriya. Srotradi Indriyas are located in the Shiras. So Shirogada Vada indirectly mean that it can be actually Srotra, Krana, and Jihva. It can indirectly mean these Indriyas if Vata is located in the Indriya. That Indriya will not function properly. Indriyeshu Indriya Vata is the symptom mentioned in the Vadavyadi Nidana. About that is if Vata is localized in any Indriya, that Indriya will not function properly. Here, you commonly found is pain on the eyes or pain on the ear or deafness, partial deafness, like that. Vata Prakopa, if occur in the Indriya, that Indriya will not work. So in that, what we have to do the treatment? Shirovasti Shirogade. Shirovasti Shirogade. Snehigam Navanam Dhuma. Srotradinam cha Tarpanam. Srotradinam Tarpanam. We have to do Tarpana therapy for Srotradi Indriya. Eye, ear, nose, etc. can be treated with the Tarpana. Sneha Prayoga can be Karna Purana can be done. Tarpana or Vidalaga, Pindi, etc. can be done for eyes. Pradimarsanasya, that is Snehiga Navana is mentioned here for Nasta, etc. Kabala Gandusha can be done for Jihva. So that kind of Sneha Prayoga can be given in the patient whose Shiras or Indriya is affected by Vada, Shiraste. Shirovasti, Shirogade. The main treatment is Shirovasti. Snehan Murthini Taila are the main treatment among Murthini Taila. Shirovasti is very relevant and very effective. So Shirovasti, Shirogade. It is mentioned in the Chigilsa of Shira Gada, not Shira, it is Shiras, head, above neck. That is the portion above neck. So this is the treatment mentioned. Next we move on to the Dhatu Gata Vata Chigilsa. Dhatu, first Dhatu, Rasa Dhatu is correlated or connected directly to the Twak. Lakshana is Twachi Spudana Rukshade. Twachi Spudana Rukshade. Twak Spudana, that is cracks or dryness of skin is the symptom, or these are the symptoms if Vata is localized or get vitiated in the Twak. Vata get localized in Twak and get vitiated. This is the Lakshana Twachi Spudana Rukshide. What is the treatment of Vata if vitiated in the Twak? Sweda abhyanga nivadani hridyam cha annam vagashrite. Sweda abhyanga nivadani hridyam cha annam vagashrite. If it is located in the Twak. Twak is, as I told, it is related with the Rasadadu. That is why Hrityam cha annam tvagashrade, it is mentioned, which is favorable or tasty, or it is favorable to the mind. Whatever the food giving happiness to the mind, it can be given if Vada located in the Twak. If any visheshan of Rasadadu, it will directly reflect on the Twak. Pajis Pudana Rukshide is the symptom. The treatment is Sweda Abhyanga Nivadani. Swedana is, as we see in the Sweda, Abhyanga is Sneha, oleation therapy, Snehana externally. Nivadani is avoidance of Vada or breeze or wind. Avoidance of breeze or wind. That again cause the Vada Vritti, so it should be avoided. Svedabhyanga Nivadani Kridyam Channam Togasride. Kridyana should be used. Favorable or good for the mind. That kind of food should be taken if it is localized in the Twak. Dekte Tivra Ruja Swabam Tabam Ragam Vivarnata Arumshi Annasya Vishtambam Arujim Krishadam Brahma. These are the symptoms in Raktagada. If it is Vada vitiated and localized in the Rakta Dhatu, it will give rise to severe pain, like the Tivra Rujam, severe pain, loss of sensation, that is loss of tactile sensation, and increase in temperature, redness or discoloration or ulceration can be seen. Stasis of undigested food in the alimentary tract for long period, loss of taste, aruji, loss of appetite will be there, and krishada bhramam, emaciation and brahma, dizziness will be seen in the if Vata is localized in the Rakta Dhatu. As you can see, it's not Rakta Dhatu vitiation is not reflected only in the skin manifestation. It reflects in the different systems. That is Krishangada also, dizziness, etc. That is Brahma, pain, Tivra Ruja to Brahma. A wide range of symptoms are mentioned in the classics if Vada is localized in the Rakta Dhatu. That is very important. So if you find these kind of symptoms in a patient, or the Vada is vitiated in the Rakta Dhatu, you have to go for the treatment. Shita Pradeha Raktaste Vireko Rakta Mokshanam. Shita Pradeha Raktaste Vireko Rakta Mokshanam. Shita Pradeha. If the Vata is localized in the Rakta Dhatu, Shita Pradeha to be done. Shita is not good for treatment of Vata. Shita is the same quality of Vata and it can aggravate the Vata. But here, why it is mentioned is Rakta is the sthana of Vata Visheshan. So we have to consider Rakta by Shita Prayoga. Shita Pradeha itself will give some increase of temperature, but Shita Dravya to be used considering the Rakta. Shita Pradeha Raktaste Vireko Rakta Mokshanam. Virejana can be done. Also Rakta Mokshana. But we should consider while doing Virejana and Rakta Mokshana that it should not cause the aggravation of Vata. Virejana can be done, Rakta Moksha can be done, but it should not cause the Vata Vritti. Aggravation of Vata should not happen by our treatment procedures. Next is Mamsa Gata and Medogada. Mamsa Medogade Grendim Todatyan Karkashan Ramam. Gurvangam cha Adiruk Staptam Ushti Danda Hadopamam. These are the symptoms mentioned in the Mamsa Medogada. It can, the tumor like swelling will be there, and severe pain will be there with the hardness, and heaviness of body will be there, severe pain, and rigidity will be experienced or expressed as the symptom of Vata, which is localized in Mamsa and Medogada. So, what are the treatment if you find or if you diagnose a case with the vitiation of Rakta in the Mamsa and Medo Dhatu? Vireko Mamsa Medaste Niruha Shamananicha. Vireko Mamsa Medaste Niruha Shamananicha. If Mamsa Meda Gada Vada, you have to go for Niruha. Niruha Mamsa Medaste. Virejana also can be Niruho Mamsa Medaste. Virego Mamsa Medaste Niruha Shamananja. Virejana and Niruha. Mamsa Medogada Vada should be treated with Virejana and Niruha. Also, Samana Ushadas can be given. So, first, if identify the dosha Vada where it is located, depending on the site of vitiation, depending on the site of localization, the treatment varies. If it is localized in the Mamsa, Meda, Virechana, Niruhavasti, and Samana are the treatment. Okay. Next is Asti Majjagata. Astistaha Sakti Sandhi Asti Shulam Tivram Balakshayam. Astistaha Vata, if it is located in the Asti. Sakti Sandhi Asti Shulam Tivra Balakshayam. These are the symptoms. Sakti, Sandhi, Asti, Shulam. Pain on the Sakti, Asti, and Sandhi. This pain on the legs, joints, and bones. These are the major symptoms of Astigata, Vata, and profound loss of strength. That is Balakshya, Tivram Balakshayam. Very very remarkable loss of strength will be there in the vitiation of Vata or cause of Vata localized in the Asti. Also, in another Majjasto Astishu Saushidyam Aswapnam Santadam Rujam. That is the symptom in Majjagada. Majjasto Astishu Saushidyam. Majjasto Asti Saushidyam. If Majja is vitiated with Vata, Asti Saushirya can be occur. Osteoporotic conditions like Asti Saushirya, because Asti is not properly formed. Asti is not properly formed if Majja is vitiated with Vata. So Asti Saushirya will be seen. Asti Saushiryam, Aswapnam, Santadam Rujam. Very severe pain and loss of sleep. Constant and continuous pain. Severe pain we mentioned, and continuous pain will be there if it is localized in the Majja. And we can see the treatment of Asti Majjagatam. The same treatment what we have seen or mentioned in the general treatment principle of Vatavyadi. Bahya Abhyandaradah Snehir Asti Majjagadam Jayet. The Bahya Abhyandaradah Snehir Asti Majjagadam Jayet. Asti Majjagada Vada to be treated with Bahya and Abhyandara Sneha. Snehana in Bahya and Abhyandara. Internally and externally Snehana to be given if the vitiation of Vata or the Vata localized in the Asti Majjagada. What will happen in if Vata is localized in Shukra Dhatu? Shukrasya Shikram Utsargam Sangam Vikriti Mevava. Tat Garbhasya. That is Shukrasya Shikram Utsargam. The ejaculatory problems, obstruction or premature ejaculation or abnormal ejaculation, such things will be happening if Vata is localized in the Shukra Dhatu. So, and as I mentioned earlier, not only the joint disorders included in Vata Vyadi, this premature ejaculation, abnormal ejaculation, obstruction, that is non-ejaculation, that kind of diseases related with the reproductive system that can be included in the context of Vata Vyadi, and those can be treated with the principles of Vata Vyadi. Understand and treat with the principles of Vata Vyadi. Now we can see what we have to give treatment if Vata dosha is localized in the Shukra Dhatu. Praharsho annam cha Shukraste Bala Shukraharam बलशुक्रकरं हितं विबद्धमार्गं दृष्ट्वा तु शुक्रं दद्यात् विरेचनं विरिक्तं प्रतिभुक्तं च पूर्वोक्तं कारयेत् क्रियाम्. If it is localized in the Shukra dhatu, praharsha is giving pleasure by means of intercourse or sexual pleasure to be given, that is praharshana. Sexual stimulation or give sexual pleasure by coitus, sexual intercourse, such should be given. Praharsha annam, that is the food which increase the quality and quantity of semen, which increase the quantity and quality of semen. Balakara, bala shukrakaram hitam, bala shukrakara ahara to be given. Vibadha margam drishtva shukram dadyat virejanam. If you seen, it is obstructed, shukra marga is obstructed, we have to go with the virejana therapy should be given, and following the samsarjana krama. After that viriktam pradibhuktam, following the samsarjana krama, purvoktam karyet kriyam, above mentioned sneha sweda prayoga, that is kevala vatika chikitsa can be done. So if it is localized in the shukra dhatu, the sexual stimulation, sexual pleasure, or such things can be, or activation, sexual activation can be done with the by means of sexual intercourse, sexual stimulation, etc. Then the food which can increase the quantity and quality of semen, and which can increase the bala should be given. If you find the shukra is obstructed, then we have to go with the vibandha margam drishtva shukram dadyat virejana. If you see this, you have to go for virejana. After virejana and samsarjana krama, purvoktam karyet kriyam, the early mentioned sneha sweda prayoga can be given. If it is localized in the garbha, tadvat garbhasya, the same, that is whatever mentioned the shukra, the same thing will happen if it is localized in the garbha, and the normal fetus will not be there. The normal elimination of fetus or delivery of fetus will not happen if vata is located in the garbha. In such condition, you have to what are the treatment you have to give. This, as you see, this can be comes under the another department like Prasuti Tantra and Stri Roga, gynecology and obstetrics, but comes under Vata Vyadhi. The principles and treatment comes under Vata Vyadhi. That again highlights the importance of Vata and importance of Vata Vyadhi in different systems of body or different levels of human life. Garbhe, what are the treatment to begin? Garbhe shushkedu vatena balanam cha vishushyatam sita kashmirya madhuke siddha mutthabane paiha. If the fetus become very dry, shushka, because of vata, milk boiled, kshira boiled with the sugar, sita kashmirya madhuga to be given to restore the strength of the fetus. So garbha will become shushka by vada pravritti or vada vritti, which is localized in the garbha. So we have to improve the, we have to give tarpana or poshana to the garbha by giving snehana or this kind of kshira boiled with sita kashmirya madhuga, etc. Okay. Then snayu asti sandhida puryat gridrasya ayama kubjada. If it is localized in the snayu, gridrasi ayama kubjada, etc. can be seen. The gridrasi ayama etc. we will see, kubjada, etc. we will see in the coming slides. These are the diseases. Snayu gada, if vata is localized in the snayu, these kind of diseases will occur. Gridrasya ayama kubja, etc. will occur. If it is localized in the sandhi gada vata is very common disease what we come across in the clinical practice. Vada purna dhridisparsha shobham sandhi gade anile. प्रसारण आकुञ्चनयोः प्रवृत्तिं च सवेदनं वादपूर्ण धृतिस्पर्शं the touch with which simulate the touch of airbag air filled bag vadapurna dhritisparsham shobham that kind of swelling will be there. Prasarana agunjanayo pravartim cha savedanam prasarana agunjana prasarana and agunjana are the pravarti or the functions of joint. Pravartim cha savedana painful, it will be this kind of activities will be very painful. That is what the vada if localized in the sandhi. So we will see the treatment. Snayu sandhi sira prapte sneha daha upanahanam tailam sankuchite abhyango masha saindhava sadidam agara dhuma lavaner taila ale tailer lepaha srute asraji supte ange veshta yuktedu kartavyam upanahanam Snayu sandhi stira prapte snehadaha upanahanam. Snayu sandhi stira prapta vada. If vada is localized and initiated in the snayu sandhi and stira, you have to give the treatment sneha daha upanahana. Snehana, dahana and upanahana. Then tailam sankujide abhing. If it is sankuja, contractures are there. Tailam masha saindhava sadhita taila can be applied. If agara dhuma can be given. Agharadhuma, Lavana, Taila Aleba can be done. And by the and Rekta Moksha to be Srudaya Astraji, Rekta Moksha to be done. Then application of this Taila processed with Agharadhuma, Lavana, etc. should be done. If there is Suptada, Supteangi, if there is Suptada, we have to go for Rekta Moksha. Then apply the paste with or oil applied with agaradhuma, lavana, etc. Then upanaha to be done. Upanaha is the medicated bandage. That is something which is medicated and it is applied over the joint and you tie it off for a period of time. Usually we keep it for 6 hours. Can be done overnight. If you apply upanahana and tie it, you can open it in the next morning. The same thing can be done in the daytime also. Morning you can tie and after 6 hours you can remove it. That also. Now we can move to the specific vada vyadhi chikitsa. Apatantraka is the disease which is usually correlated with tetanus, because the downward, the vata get obstructed and moving upward, downward movement. Apana, a gati of vata is obstructed and the vata will move upward and it enter to the srotas of hridaya and shiras. Then akshipatyangam, akshipat parido gatram, that the body will bend like a bow. That will happening in the apatantraka. The same thing, apatantraka is named as apadanaka also. Very stiffness will be there. Static, that is motionless motionless eyes are the symptoms. Drooping down, closed lids, make sound like a pigeon and may fall unconscious. This is called as apatantraka and it is also termed as apadanaka. And shiras and hridaya will be filled with vada. Vada localized in the shiras and hridaya. Then memory, that for a short time he will not be conscious, get unconscious. That kind of symptom seen in apadanaka or apatantraka. Chikitsa is the patient of apadanaka atha apadanakena asrasta aksham avepanam astabdametram asvedam behirayama varjidam akhatva khadinam chainam tvaridam samubhajiret. Who all should not be treated. The patient not having srastanga, vepana, sabdametra, sweda and without behirayama can be taken for the treatment. Otherwise, it should be rejected. The patient should be rejected. We cannot treat such patient. Then what is the treatment modality? Tatra prageva susnigdha svinnange tikshna navana. First, you have to go for sneha svedana. Tatra prageva susnigdha svinnange. Snehan and svedana. Then Dekshna Navana should be done. Dekshna Navanam Srodo Vishuddhe Yunjat Achabanam Tadogram. Srodo Vishuddhyartham, you have to go Achabanam. Srodo Vishuddhyartham Navanam. Then you have to go for, after Srodo Vishuddhi, you have to go for Achapana with Khrudha, processed with Vidaryadi Gana, Dadikshira, etc. Tado Achabanam Tado Kridam. Vidaryadi Ganakvadha Dadikshira Raseshridam. Na Adimatram Tada Vayur Vyapnodi Sahasevava. It should not be given in large quantity. You have to give Khrida processed with Vidaryadi Gana Dadikshira, etc. Then after this, you can go for Sega Abhyanga Avagaha Annapana Nastya Anuvasana Mahasneha processed with Pulatha Yava, spelling mistake there, Yava, Kola, Bhadra Darvadi Gana, Anupamamsa, Amla Payas with the Pradivapa of Swadu Skanda. Pradivapa is the additional dishes with the Swadu Skanda Gana to be given. These are the treatment mentioned in Abadanaga. In Vegandhara, that is, it is episodic. This disease is episodic. Vegas are there in Vegandhara. To intermittent Shirovire Nastya, Tikshna Prayoga, Tikshna Nastya can be given in the Vegandhara. Vegandhareshu Murtna Masakrit Chastya Rejayet. Rejana Virejana Nastya can be given in Vegandhara. Okay, Swasanasu, Vimuktasu, Tada Sapnyancha Vindadi. Right? And after that, conscious, after that the patient will get consciousness by clearing the respiratory passages. So then we can go for the Snehana and the previously mentioned therapies. Then next is Ayama. Ayama can be Andarayama, Behirayama, Pranayama. Three kinds of Ayama are there. Ayamayor Ardidavat Bahya Abhyandarayo Kriya Tailadronyam Chayanam Andaro Atra Sudustara. That Ardidavat Chikilsa, it should be Ardha Chikilsa will be coming in the later slide. It should be treated like Ayamayor Ardidavat Bahya Abhyandarayo Kriya. Bahya Abhyandara Kriya should be done similar with similar with the Ardhita Chikilsa to be done, and Taila Droni to be Drona will be filled with the Taila, medicated oil, that should be given for a patient with the Ayama. The Ayama Chikilsa, external and internal therapies to be done like Ardhita Chikilsa, Droni, Pravesha Chikilsa to be done. If it should be considered asatya, those Ayama should not be treated. That is Vivarna Danda Vadana Trastango Nashta Chedana. Vivarna Danda Vadana, discoloration of Vadana and Danda. A staring look, Nashta Chedana, consciousness, loss of consciousness. Prasvidyamsta Dhanushkambi Dasharatram Na Jivati. Prasvidyam, excessive sweating, and Dhanushkambi. Dhanushkambi means bending the head. That those person will not survive more than 10 days. Dasharatram Na Jivati. That is, these should be avoided, and other cases of Ayama can be treated with the Ardhita Chikilsa. Next is Hanusramsa. Hanusramsa is caused due to the excessive scraping of tongue, eating of food, trauma, excessive talking, lower that in that lower jaw gets affected or with aggravated burden, displacement of lower jaw, leading to the mouth being either kept open or closed. This is Hanusramsa. In Hanusramsa, either it can be open or it can be closed. The lower jaw will not move in the from the open position or from the closed position. This is Hanusramsa. The chigils of Hanusramsa. Hanusramse Hanu Snigdha Swinno Swasthana Maname. Snehasveda to be done on the Hanu. Hanu is jaw region. Then Swasthana Maname. If it is open, it should be closed. And if it is closed and stable, you can open. Swasthana Maname. Unnameit Kusale Sibugam Vivrde Mukhe. If it is downward, you have to elevate the chin. And if it is closed, you have to pull down the chin. Then Ardhidavad Chikitsa. Name Samradhan Sesham Egayamavat Ajare. Egayama is Ardhida. Sesham Egayamavat Ajare. And Egayam Ardhida Chikitsa to be done. Next is Jihva Stamba. Jihva Stamba Vata is localized in the Jihva. Then Vagvahini Sira Samstu Jihvam Samstambede Anilaha. Vata is localized in the Vagvahini Sira. And that will cause the stambana of Jihva. Jihva Stambaha Satena Annapana Vakyeshu Anishada. Eating, drinking or talking will be obstructed or it will be hampered by the Jihva Stamba. What is the treatment of Jihva Stamba? Jihva Stambe Yadhavastam Karyam Vada Chikitsa. According to the Vada Vyadi Chikitsa can be done according to the condition. Jihva Stamba, the same Vada Chikitsa can be done in the same Kevala Vada or Vada Vyadi Chikitsa can be applied depending on the condition. Next is Ardhida. Ardhida is very important disease which is very common, seems to be very common in the clinical practice. Why it is occurred? Shirasa Bharaharanad Adihasya Prabhashanat Utkasya Vakrakshevado Kharakarmuga Kashnas. Excess movement, excess heavy weight taking on the head, movement of jaw or mouth, that is Kharakarmuga Kashna, chewing. Vishama Dubadhanasya Kadinanam Charvana. Kadina Charvana Visham Upadhana. Pillows are using. Vayur Vivirthi Taista Vadale Urtha Mastidaha. Vivirthavada will localize in the Urtha Bhaga and Vakri Karodi Vaktrartham. One side of Vaktra face is deviated and Vakri Karodi Uktam Hasida Vikshana. Hasida, the activities of face and mouth are hampered. Tadosya Kambade Murtha Vaksanga Stapta Netrada Dandachala Swarabhramsha Srudihani Kshavagriha. These are the symptoms. Gandha Jnanam Sprader Moham Rasa Suptasya Jayade. Indriyas will be affected and the functions of Indriya will be hampered. Nishtiva Parshuto Yayat. One, if you spit out and this water will go towards one side. Egasya Akshno Nimena. One eye will be closed. Jatro Rurtham Ruja Tivram Sharira Arthya Adareva. Jatro Rurtham Ruja Tivram. Tivra Ruja will be there. Sharira Arthya Adareva. Half part also can be affected with the pain. This is Ardhida. Ardhida Chikitsa is very important. Ardhide Navanam Murthni Tailam Srotra Akshitarpanam Sashobhe Vamanam Daha Raga Yukte Siravedam. Sashobhe Vamanam Daha Raga Yukte Siravedam. Ardhide Navanam. Nasya is very important and very prime line of treatment. And Murthini Taila. Navanam Murthini Tailam Srotra Akshitarpanam. As we seen in Gadavada sense or Indriya Gadavada, Tarpana of Indriya are mentioned the same way here it can be. Sashobhe Vamana. Sashobha is associated with Kabha. There you have to go for Vamana. Daha Raga Yukte Tiravedam. Daha Raga is associated. Tiraveda. On Padaveda is there. Daha Raga Yukte Virejana. Virejana also can be done instead of Siraveda. Next is Vakshakada. That also very common diseases Ayurvedic physicians face. One part of body, Grahit गृहीत्वा अर्थतनोर्वायु शिरास्नायु विशोष्य च पक्षमन्यतरं हन्ति सन्धिबन्धान् विमोक्षयन्. One half of the body is affected, that is Pakshaghata, and all the movements of that side will be affected. What is the treatment of Pakshaghata? Snehanam Sneha Samyuktam Pakshaghade Virejanam. One more treatment principle is there, Svedanam Sneha Samyuktam Pakshaghade Virejanam. Whatever this Pakshaghata affected, we have to go for Snehana and Svedana, which is previously mentioned in the Kevala Vadavyadi Chikilsa. Next is Ababahuga. What is Ababahuga? Inability to raise the hand, that is Ababahuga. Amsamoola Sthidovayu Sira Sankochya Tatraga Bahu Praspanditaharam Janetya Ababahugam. Produce Ababahuga which cause the restricted movements of Bahu, that is the arm, that is Ababahuga. What is the treatment to be done in Ababahuga? Ababahu Hitam Nasyam Dehascha Uttara Bhaktigam. In Ababahuga, Nastya and Uttara Bhaktiga Sneha. Uttara Bhaktiga Sneha is after foot. Sneha after foot. Snehana to be done after foot. Ababaho Hidam Nasyam Snehasta Uttara Bhaktigam. It is to be done in the Ababahuga. Next is Urustamba. Actually, Urustamba in Charaka Samhita, it is mentioned in a different context. Urustamba is in different context, not included in the Vadavyadi. Here, Ashtanga Hridaya included in the Vadavyadi. What is happening in Urustamba? Urustamba, there is Medas is affected. Medas and Ama Lakshana will be there. Not only the Kevala Vada, Shida Ushna Drava Samshushka Guru Snikta Adinishyevidehi Jirna Jirne Tadha Ayasa Sankshobha Swapna Jagare. This kind of mixed etiology can cause vitiation of not only Vada but also along with the dosha or dhatu having opposite qualities of Vada. So very carefully we need to be very careful while treating such kind of diseases. Urustamba, Snehana and Svedana, as we mentioned, the very important and major treatment of Vadavyadi, here it is contraindicated. Snehana and Svedana are contraindicated. All the Shodhana procedures are contraindicated in the Urustamba. So Urustamba should be treated with the Ruksha Upachara because this Ama, Kapha, Medas are localized in the thighs. So Ruksha Upachara, Vyayama, and Jangala Mamsa without the Krida. Jangala Mamsa can be used but without the Krida. Sneha Prayoga are contraindicated, so Krida is not indicated. Svedana, Stega, Udvartana, etc. can be done in Urustamba. Svedana with Pakva, Loshta, Vatmiga, etc. mentioned. Vyayama, swimming, etc. are mentioned. Ullanghana, Nari Sevana, swimming, etc. are mentioned here. That is a movement to reduce the Kabha or Medas. That is Kabakshaya and Medakshaya is the first line of treatment. Sneha Kriya are not indicated, contraindicated. So Kashaya Prayoga can be given. This mentioned is not for Urustamba. This Krida Prayoga are not mentioned in Urustamba. This is for common Vadavyadi. Please don't take it as the treatment of Urustamba. Then Gridrasi. What is Gridrasi? Gridrasi is the disease in which Pashni Pratyangulinam Ya Kandara Marudardida Saktyuksheva Nigrikhnadi. Saktyuksheva is affected. Elevation of legs are affected. Saktyuksheva is affected. That is called as Gridrasi. Gridrasyartam naram samyak pajanadye vishode jnatva naram pradiptaknim vastibhihi samupachare. That is the treatment principle of Gridrasi. Gridrasyartam naram samyak pajanadye vishode. Pajana, then Shodhana. Jnatva naram pradiptaknim vastibhihi samupachare. Once you know that if the Agni is improved, then Vasti can be done. This is the Gridrasi Chikilsa. But all this Gridrasi, Vishwaji, etc. can be treated with Snayu Sandhi Sira Prapte Sneha Dahopanahanam. That principle can be applied here. Vishwaji is a disease where Talam Pratyangulinam Ya Kandara Bahu Prashtataha. Ya Kandara Bahu Prashtataha. Kandara is affected. Bahu Cheshta Apahirni. Bahu Cheshta is affected. That is called as Vishwaji. Here also Snayu Sandhi Sira Prapti Snehoban Tahubana. That kind of treatment can be done. Then Koshtuka Sheshaka Vada Shonitavat Shobo. Vada Shonitavat Shobo Janu Madhye Maharuja. Vada Rekta vitiated condition. That Vada Rekta line of treatment can be adopted in Koshtuka Sheshaka. Vata Kandaka is the pain in the lower part of legs. That is Rukpade Vishamanyaste Sramadva Jayadeda Vadena Gulbha Masritya. Localized in the Gulbha Tamahur Vada Kandaka. It is mentioned as Vada Kandaka. Kevala Vada Vyadi Chikilsa can be applied in Vada Kandaka also. Usually common practice is Tabasveda. The leaf Vada Shamana Patra leaves are used and it is heated and applied over the gulpa, that is Vadagandaka. Khalli. Vishwaji, Gridrasi, Chokta, Khallim, Tivra Rujanida. Vishwaji and Gridrasi are the a combination of Vishwaji and Gridrasi is known as Khalli. So the treatment of Vishwaji, Gridrasi, Snayu Sandhi, Siraj Prapta Vada Chikilsa can be applied here. Then is Pada Harsha and Pada Daha. Pada Harsha and Pada Daha. This there are in this condition there is the involvement of pitta, so we cannot move with a very much ushna prayoga. We have to consider whatever the medicines, if you use the treatment you use, we should consider the pitta also. So as in the beginning, as I told, this is dosha. This is a dosha. Vata is a dosha causing all type of diseases. All type of diseases in different system, not only located in the locomotor system, but also it is affecting the all the systems like digestive system. Amashegada, Bakvashegada Vata we have seen. Hridayagada Vata we have seen. Shukragada Vata, Garbhagada Vata, all different types of Vata. Different types of diseases and located in the different systems of body, which are affected, which are the culprit is Vata in such kind of diseases. So we have to the Vata is responsible for the normal, synchronously the condition of the body, and it should be considered with a great care. Vata should be considered with very utmost importance in normal healthy life or in diagnosing a disease or in treating the disease. So for a prevention of disease, for the prevention of any disease, Vata should be considered, Vata should be maintained in a normal state, and especially in Vata Vyadi, Vata as the main role, Sneha Sweda is the treatment. We have seen Snehana and Swedana are the treatment mentioned. We can go with the Sneha Sweda Prayoga, except in case of Avarana. Except in case of Avarana. In case of Avarana, Oru Stamba line of treatment can be done. Even in Amashegadavada also, Nabhi, Adho-Nabhi and Amashegadavada also, there is no mentioning about the Snehasveda or Snehasveda to be done later. The beginning Pajana Aushadha should be given. So these principles should be kept in mind while going through, otherwise seeing a disease of Vada Vyadi. So, the main thing to understand is Vada Vyadi is caused due to the vitiation of Vada. Either it can be Dhadukshaya or it can be Avarana, or the Kevala Vada Vyadi or diseases of Vada will be presenting as Vada alone, Dhadukshaya Vada alone, or Vada associated with other dosha. So these are the major parts, major matter to be noted while diagnosing a disease of Vata. After understanding this pathology, we have to move for Sneha Sweda in Kevala Vata, completely Snehana Swedana for Kevala Vata, and associated dosha. If it is Pitta associated, we have to do the Pitta Shamana Chikilsa also. If it is Kapha associated, we have to go for Kapha Chikilsa. If Vata is located in the Kapha Sthana, we have to consider the Kapha also. If it is dhatu dominated, other if it is medo dhatu, it should be treated with the utmost consideration of medo dhatu, like we see in Urustamba. So a major part of Vadavyadi we have covered with the main treatment principles and sub principles or some other treatment principles of different diseases. And in between one slide was there showing the uh, formulations used. That accidentally comes under this Urustamba Chikitsa, and that you should not you can avoid that line from this. And later next on from the next class or in the next class we will discuss about the different formulations used in Vadavyadi and their indication of in different diseases, how it will be applicable, application level of different yoga, different formulations, then understanding of some modern diseases in terms of Vadavyadi that can be dealt in the next class. Thank you.